Hello everybody! Today we're going to prepare gluten-free gnocchi with blue cheese, in this case Roquefort sauce. Then using the same dough for the gnocchi, we prepare something a bit strange. Like one is gnocchi with the prunes, that is almost a dessert. It's not very sweet, but it's a dessert. And then we do Chifeleti, that is same dough made with the shape and then deep fried, and that is a dessert. You have to start immediately when the potatoes are boiled, 40 to 60 minutes depending. You have to peel them when they are hot, very hot, and squeeze them immediately with this. Yeah? I'll show you. If you use the tea towel to protect a bit your hands, because they have to be like 100 degrees now, eh? So every time you peel one, like this, you put it in the potato squeezer, that tool that in Italy all star everybody has, or had. But it's the best way for a mash also, and you do like this, okay? And you leave it there. Next one, don't put it on the top, just make it a big area. The idea is that the steam that is inside, the humidity of the potato, is evaporating as much as possible. Yeah, that is the idea. I put 600 grams of potatoes for 200 grams of rice flour, and then we will add 2 eggs when it's a bit cooler. We don't want to cook the eggs. Salt and pepper, no need to say every time you put salt and pepper, yeah? So one more, go in and squeeze. Now they started to get a bit cooler, so in a minute we can put now the flour, and in a while, another couple of minutes, and then the eggs. Leave a bit of flour there in case you will need it, maybe you don't, because the humidity of the potato is always different, so we are not sure the quantity. Sometimes the TV chef, they don't tell you that, but so yeah, this is already. So I'm preparing a small quantity, but years ago, maybe bigger families, so grandma had to prepare an industrial quantity of this, and it takes hours. So people used to go out and eat it in the trattoria around Trieste. Salt and pepper, that I never say, but of course you have to put a little bit, not too much, because one will be sweet. Yeah? One of the dishes will be sweet, and also pepper, just like that. Then I use a spatula. You can start to make the dough, that at the end has to be not too dry. Again, not too dry, not too soft. We will see, eh? This is the gluten-free, of course. If you have if you don't mind about the gluten, then you use just normal flour. Any multi-purpose flour is fine. Bon, then you have to start with your hands. No. Well, the idea is that the flour is, if you put too much flour, the taste will be different, and the texture. We don't want gummy gnocchi. We want as tender as possible, but of course they have to keep the shape, yeah? So you have to find a bit of a equilibrium within the two ideas. Now, this is, I think actually the flour were more than enough. I have to say, it's the first time I do it with this flour. No, it's okay. We can put a little bit more flour. When it's not too sticky anymore, it's perfect, yeah? So it's still a bit too sticky, so I will add a little bit more of this flour, not too much. This should be. Okay, I clean a little bit my hands and then ready to make the shapes that we want. Alright, now let's start with the classic gnocchi, yeah? So you take maybe it's like that. Make a roll, sort of like a finger sort of shape, I mean size. Yeah, like that. The size of the gnocchi, it would be something like that. Okay. Now you have to make a pattern or tie it probably like this, so they will absorb more sauce. One side there is the hole, one side that. If you have the old style cheese grater, only one side and curvy, on the back of it you do like that, and it's even better, but this is fine. And go on and on. So, as I see, I prepared a couple of Chifeleti, that is, or Kipfel from German. It means, I guess, little moon, or something like that, or horseshoes, I would say, shape. And this is coming from Trieste, because it was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, yeah? This is the traditional, this is the Chifeleti deep fried, and this is the with the fruit, with prune. Let me show you this one, because it's my hand. So I squeeze them, I put the plums, the prunes in water for a while, like an hour, and then we put them inside this big gnocco, and a bit of patience, you try to close that. Not like that. And this we go. Oof, this didn't come out very well. Okay, better. This we go just shallow fried in the pan with breadcrumbs, just 2 spoons of breadcrumbs, butter, and a pinch of cinnamon. It's a bit strange for a main course, but sometimes in my hometown it is a bit strange, yeah? Let me see if the second one is better. I think it was 20 years ago last time I prepared this stuff, so be patient with me. Yeah, this is better. It is almost boiling. We're going to put the salt there. And we finish the sauce with the blue cheese. The same system of the fonduta that we made the other time. This is a little bit different. Instead of cream, I put smetana and the blue cheese, so it's a bit stronger. Water is boiling, we can go with gnocchi. Gnocchi are almost ready when they float, but you give it another minute when they float. Yeah? When they are all on the surface, give it another minute and then they will be done. So ready? In the sauce. That's it for the moment. So toast the breadcrumbs in the butter and a little bit of cinnamon for 1 or 2 minutes, not much longer, and then go in with the gnocchi. And kindly fry them. You can also boil them first, yeah? If you prefer. You boil them in the water and then you go here. Or you can do a bit slower and cook them straight in the pan. So we want 160, 170, maximum 180 here in the oil. If you don't have these, just put a little bit of bread or a little bit of the dough in the oil. When it's frying, it's ready. Yeah? To finish off the cooking time of this gnocchi, I like to personal change. This is a brandy with the apricot from Ararat, and even if you don't flambe, but just give it a go with its own steam. Yeah. So I think that the oil is reached the temperature that I wanted. So 170. Okay, good. So Chifeleti can go in. Let's see if it's frying. Oh yes. Couple of minutes, when it's golden color, it will be perfect to go. Now, this is one of the few dishes, I think, in Italy, or maybe the only one, that is served as a main, a primo as we call it, but it's sweet. Some people change that habit and they serve it as a dessert, but traditionally it was just a main dish. Chifeleti fry will be ready in a minute. This is also ready. I give it just off and leave it there for a couple of minutes. Chifeleti are ready. Nice color, I love it. Not too brown. So we put it on paper to get rid of the excess of oil. But dry currently. Again, a bit of sugar. And here we go with our food preparation. Ready, gnocchi, final parmesan on the top, and this is ready. Prunes gnocchi ready, Chifeleti. So one dough, 3 different preparations. Today is Monday, no wine. Thank you very much, I hope you enjoyed. Ciao ciao.